Alright, gang. You ready for this shit? This is my builds, okay? Now, with my builds, they are very, very specific, only to me. Now, you don't have to use them if you don't want to. You don't have to use any of this. This is just what I use, okay? So, that being said, what I'm currently doing is working on a grinding build that is a little bit weirder than what a mystic would pick. So they probably pick, you know, this since your projectile skills, and maybe this for your projectile skills as well. Might do, yeah, I'd say these two. These two and then this. This is the main mystic stuff since most of your things will be projectile skills. If you're using either tier 1 or tier 4 of whatever our right click's called. But this is for me, okay? Remember, you don't need this. This is what I'm doing. I have to clarify that because, you know, people are stupid. So for Toxic Swarm, I have this, you know, gets on the ground, stays on the ground, increases it by 2 seconds, and increases the people up to 7. Yep, up to 7. So this is your main, this is what I'm building for. I'm building for Toxic Swarm specifically, and ground-based damage, okay? So I'm going to have this on, and this is for if I'm going to solo a boss, or I'm going to solo something, or if I'm just, I really want to kill stuff, okay? Tier 1, just to get mana back. Emergency tank, as always. I love my tanks, but I don't trust them, so I use these bad boys. They last for like 25 seconds, and you know, they take care of everything for me. So I need them on most builds. Nature protection unprocced, so you can get the full shield for 15 seconds. Resonance is to stack on top of Rudibus. So I'll use Rudibus, pull in 5 people, or you know, everyone that's there, slap a resonance on top of it. So now they're locked inside of the Rudibus, and even if they're not caught by it, they'll still take damage and get stunned by it. Plus, they're taking damage from Toxic Swarm, and I have my rune attributes set up to maximize the damage of Toxic Swarm. But this is for me. Okay, this is what I use if I'm doing Hall of Challenges, or you know, the Gale or the Earthquake rooms. That's if I'll probably use this, and it's just for straight up deleting everything in front of me. Okay, Moonbeam and PvP were made by U2, who is a pretty good PvP mystic and shit talker. And so obviously I'm not doing anything on Toxic because it's Moonbeam build, which means we'll be maximizing our use of Moonbeam. I'm having a stroke. So I have this on. This is probably when you want to do that critical thing for your attributes, so your critical hit rate of projectiles. You'll probably want to, I'll probably, like, you know, change it if I'm doing this build, if I'm using Moonbeam, which I sort of don't anymore since I made my Hall Grinder and my Grinder builds. So this will do more crits, which means more hits for light skills, which means more Moonbeam. So you hit 5 people, you launch out, you know, 4 hits, so that's on 5 people, and it's really weird because if you could macro this to always be casting, I bet you can make it work with this. So like every single hit would be, you know, a stack of 5, and then you can use Moonbeam. And then we have Lightstorm tier 2. It's just so whatever's in front of me will be tracked by a light-based skill and do additional light damage, which will give me additional Aurora stacks, so I can blast out that sick, nasty Moonbeam. Alright? And this is all just catered to how I would play someone else's if I had super low skill attribute points. So I guess mine would be minus 130 now. They used to be 120, but I've gained 10. So, go me. That's the slow grind of this game for some people. Most people. Good RNG. So, tier 2, it just KDs them and does projectile damage. So, you want to use your rune attributes to make that better. Sunbeam, it probably does light damage, and it probably does more Aurora stacks. And it probably doesn't. I haven't really checked. I don't pay attention when I use Sunbeam. Sunbeam is just to reset, all the other light skills so I can use them right away and gain more light stacks, which, more Moonbeam, more damage. PvP is another thing that I got from YouTube. You'll want to get tier 4 Brilliant Resonance. I don't have enough, so I use tier 3. Same thing, but much smaller area, and it does a lot of stun damage. It's very annoying in PvP if people get caught in it. You could just sit there and right-click spam them to death. You really want Wounded, but I'm too poor, so I can't afford it. I guess if I took this off, I could slap it on and maybe use my current build for Toxic Swarm to maximize the damage, but even then, you'll probably die too fast, since we are the weakest, squishiest class. And tier 1, maximize damage. This is for a shield. This is another shield. You never want to do this or any of this because it reduces your the duration of the shield. So normally it's 15 seconds. We proc this, it's 5. Fuck that. Tier 3 on for stuns. Emergency healing, since you'll be doing PvP, that's to heal yourself and people around you. You could do this if you have the points. I won't because I don't care about my allies. Just kidding. That's what healing is for. But this is aggressive PvP, by the way. So this is if you want to get up close and personal stuff. Sunbeam on with Daybreak, so I can reset that, do additional damage, so I can sprint around and get back to my allies if we're doing RVR, etc. And in addition to actually U2's Moonbeam, now that I'm looking at it, he had Brilliant Grasp instead of Lightstorm. And that's just so when you use it, you would get an instant 5 stacks of Aurora to use Moonbeam again, and to pull things closer to you, which would be helpful to your Rudibus and your Moon. So, just play with these builds and do whatever fits you, and play however you want to play. Did I already show this? Whatever. This is for healing from doing dungeons. This is what Nick would use. He's another mystic. This is really for myself, so you would do the rune attributes for projectiles, you would heal your people. This is to get mana back, emergency tank, additional DPS on boss, shield. God, I love these. Golden shroom, healing, slows, and additional DPS to mobs and adds. Daybreak to move around. This is the reset Daybreak. I have this to proc the armor melt, which is similar to the boss and hall one. Just, we go one over, and I'm not using that many light skills. And even then, I could probably replace this with something else. But I have it just in case I get cornered by way too many mobs, and I need my stamina to go up. I could just pop this, stop moving, watch my stamina go up, and then dodge out of the way. This is my personal grinding one that I'll use, but I might just switch to my boss and hall one, since it will to have it to proc armor melt. but that's only if it hits. So, you know, resets, etc. All the skills are mostly the same. I have Leaf on since it's my grinding farm. I'll go to, you know, Odin's and just run around since you can't use a mount. And, you know, if we're going as a party, this is for the homies. And, you know, resource. This works for me. You know, it probably works for you. It probably doesn't. You'll have to do some tinkering. You know, I'm not as lucky, so I don't have good gear. So I don't really have fate. And just play how you want to play. But play how you want to play, but don't be a total useless piece of shit. And, alright.